Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Harbir, and right now we will be talking about something which is called as the certification readiness. So here you can see this Excel sheet, and this is a certification readiness checklist, right? Now, why this checklist is important? Because it gives you a very clear picture and connectivity. How ready is the client for the certification, right? So what is there in this Excel sheet? The first column is the area. These are different areas: AI governance, AI risk management, AI lifecycle management, monitoring, internal audit, management review, corrective actions, and all that, right? So it's a beautiful list of all the very critical and crucial items. And then you have the requirements mentioned against each area. For AI governance policy is approved, AI governance committee is established, right? Risk management, AI risk register is created, right? So you know that against this particular area, these particular things have actually been done. What is the status, right? Status is mentioned: yes, partial, yes, no, partial, and so on and so forth. What is the evidence? Evidence will always come into picture. For an auditor, evidence is always be there. Evidence will always be there, right? We will not be saying anything without proper, solid, concrete evidence. Evidence is kind of is the bread and butter of the seasoned auditors, of any kind of auditor, right? Because what we say, what we discuss, what we declare in the audit report, every damn thing, every small and big thing must be aligned with respect to the evidence. And it must be verifiable at all the times by any other person, not by us as auditors, but by any other person, right? So that traceability is there. So you have the status available, and then you have the evidences available for the AI governance. AI governance policy document is there, and then the committee charter and meeting minutes is there, right? And then who is the owner? Your AI governance lead is the owner, CTO office is the owner. What are the comments? Policy is approved by the CTO, and quarterly meetings are scheduled, right? So you have the maybe like you might have validated the invites, email invites of the meetings, right, or MOMs of the previous meetings. That is sufficient indication that yes, this particular thing is happening, this particular thing has happened in the past, so and so meetings have happened in the past, so and so meetings will be scheduled in the future. The agendas are clear, the discussion points are clear, MOMs are clear, right? All those things are there, right? So it's a big picture that gives you an indication that yes, out of those 11 items that are there for us to audit, and there are 11 requirements mapping to these 11 areas, right? This is the status. So for most of the things, there is yes, but there are two partials. One is this partial: AI risk assessment conducted for all AI systems, and internal audit program conducted, right? So this is partial. And then evidence available is internal audit plan, and here the evidence available is your risk assessment report. And then the responsible person is there. One system pending assessment, right? Because of this, it is partial. And for this, first cycle is completed, right? So a couple of processes are ongoing processes. You have to keep on monitoring that. But here it is clearly mentioned uh, that one system pending assessment is there, right? So that is why it is partial. So now you get a very big idea, a 1,000 feet idea of like how this particular audit conclusion is, how this particular organization is doing as far as the audit is concerned, audit outcomes are concerned, whether they should be recommended the certification, or they have to get back to the auditors, and there are open points that they need to close. There are some minor non-conformities that they have to address and close, and then the auditors would be in the right shape after validation of the closure, successful closure of the all the possible non-conformities. At that point in time, the auditors can say that whether they will be able to recommend the certification of this particular AIMS to the certification body or not. That will be decided once everything is being done, right? So it's a very important report, but there's a lot of effort that goes in while you are creating this report. There's a lot of discussion, a lot of evidences have to be collected while you prepare this report. And then, of course, there is a status guidelines. Yes means this, partial means this, no means this, and so on, right? So I hope you got a fair idea of this checklist, but this is very useful checklist. But do not please take it just as a checklist from a checklist point of view. You have to put your heart and brain and soul, right? And you have to connect different documents, different circumstances of the overall audit event, right? Audit is a huge and large event. If you do audit for 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, then it's all many things goes on daily basis, on hourly basis, on a day by day basis, right? So you have to connect and tie everything together, and then you visualize that how this entire process has been executed, right? And these are all very important, small but important milestones, important documentation that you execute, that you update while you are going along this journey, right? So I hope you have enjoyed this session, and thank you so much for your time. Keep learning and keep rocking. Thank you.